Good morning, everyone. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable knowledge seekers, today I am your host for the morning. My name is Yarni Sakta Chaudhary and I am from Bangladesh. Dear knowledge seeker, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. IGP is a social and ISO certified international training institute. In 3 years, we already served 3 million knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 250 plus profession and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professional IGP is the training faculty for skill development which was founded in 2020 and is generating competent candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by providing professional qualifications. The Institute of Global Professional is an educational institute that provides social work globally recognized and reputable. We serve student and community resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it is not effective to increase one's skill just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate professional generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, and internationally to students, job seekers, job holders, and also for learners through respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institution. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar, courses, awards, quiz competitions, mentoring and counseling is. On the other side, we are also trying to serve more than 100 premium services for free like with own portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and one knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge which can upgrade all day. Kids learning game website, free courses and converter sites and many more. We have to empower youth to learn to meet their expectations and dreams and become highly skilled people. We implement several trainings, programs, webinars, and offline online courses for youth and learners, professional trainers, speakers, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kinds of youth and to promote the education of their abilities and personalities. To ensure excellent and in-depth instruction, we arrange with qualified trainers, speakers, and instructors. We extend free services to more than 3 million knowledge seekers in the last 3 years. We have affiliation with universities and organizations in 70 different countries. Virtual mock signing with many colleges and organizations have been accomplished. We are working to create a legendary generation of future scholars and citizens who will be accountable. We are constantly prepared to assist all knowledge seekers with valuable service. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the Institute of Global Professionals. We believe that knowledge is love, light, and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and will serve them with good research and practice methods. We must have a genuine concern for the learners. We represent more diversity, growth, and innovation are required. To lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity, IGP members are committed to offering effective, best quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill levels and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind you don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friends in the comment box. Your support is very valuable to us. Thank you. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 1,330 uh, 41 webinars successfully. At present, now we are going to start our 1,342, and our program name is Basic of Artificial Intelligence. Today we have our speaker. Uh, our speaker name is Professor Dr. Huma Shah. She's from Pakistan. Now let's welcome our speaker. Hello, ma'am.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Thank you so much for having me over here.
Walaikum assalam, ma'am. Ma'am, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much, and hope the best and the audience will get beneficial from the topics today.
Ma'am, please give some description about yourself. Then you can start your presentation.
Okay, so thank you so much once again, moderator, for giving me the chance and open mic to speak on the platform of International Global Institute. First of all, a warm greetings from my side. This is Professor Dr. Huma Shah in front of you all, and I am overwhelmed and highly privileged to be here again. And I am a medical pathologist and professor of pathology, international mental health trainer and consultant, certified educationist, and the founder of the WEC. So today we are going, can we move forward, moderator? Can we start now, right? Yes, okay. So today we are going to discuss on the very most important topic, which is running nowadays, which is about artificial intelligence. Today we will learn about the basics of artificial intelligence. This is the world of human intelligence with advanced technology. So today we will learn about the advanced technology. We will not just only learn about the advanced technology, but we will learn about that what is intelligence, how can we justify the intelligence, and how can we elaborate the significance and the importance of all these strategies. For this, I am going to start to share my screen in front of you all. I hope that it is visible. Moderator, it is visible in front of all. Please acknowledge me. Moderator, can you hear me?
Ma'am, I'm already sharing it.
Okay, you can cancel it. I am sharing by myself now. So you can stop.
Okay.
Okay. So is it visible at your screen? Please do let me know.
Wait a minute. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am, it's visible.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, so moving on, without wasting a single minute, we are going to start about the introduction. And it's about that we have to understand first that why we are talking about artificial intelligence, what is artificial intelligence, and how can it significantly implement an impact on the world of robots and first-rate technologies. It has to be understood and it needs to be clear in front of you all that artificial intelligence is already a part of our daily lives. We should not take it as at the different stage or at the different style, because it's already a part of our daily lives. How? I will give you the brief description in an example. An example of this is when shopping online and self-learning algorithms analyzes our behaviors to recommend the product adapted by us. Like just for example that we are using the Google Lens whenever we wanted to Google something, and when we able to analyze something or to capture something and we cannot recognize, so we use the Google Lens, which by uploading an image identify the links or the products that appears in it. When we are talking about the specific artificial intelligence definition, so it can be elaborated as it is the advanced field of computer science dedicated to the automatic behavior commonly associated with the human intelligence. Just take an example like happens at any complex science. Many concepts are broken down from it. Plenty of concepts, believe me, have been broken down in the field of computer science. That's why with this article and with this presentation, we want to start from the beginning. We really wanted to start from the start to help you to understand the basics of artificial intelligence. And this is why I have highlighted some of the most important and basic points regarding the basics of artificial intelligence. It's a vast variety of discussion. We cannot justify and we cannot summarize all the points of artificial intelligence in an hour. So I have described the basics of artificial intelligence in front of you all. Today we will learn about the machine learning. Today we will know about what are the symbolists, the connectionists, evolutionaries, analogizers, and Bayesians. Now, the next thing what we are going to learn today is about to understand the machine learning and the deep learning. There is not a huge difference between the machine learning or the deep learning, but we have to understand that what is the difference between machine learning and deep learning, because every learning has some different sort of ideas, a different sort of data which can be identified with the pattern of the decision. So the machine learning is actually a branch of artificial intelligence that is based on the idea that systems can learn from the data, identify the pattern and the main decision with the minimal human interventions. Now this needs to be understood. And the world expert and leading researchers like Pedro describe the 5 types or the current of machine learning that he divides based on their interest or origins. However, when we discussed about the deep learning, now these are the very most important point related to students and for the students and the young generation as well, to understand the basic concepts of artificial intelligence. We cannot move here and there to understand artificial intelligence, but we have to understand theoretically as well as practically to perform better. So when we are talking about the deep learning, so it's clearly showing by its name that it's derived from the connection and approach. It's a subtype of machine learning. Now this need to be understood that what we have learned right now about the machine learning, and now we are discussing about the deep learning. So this is the subtype of machine learning. It will go to the realm that rely on the neural network for cascading the data processing. The term T2 refers to the number of layers hidden in the neural network. Now these all are the theoretical terminologies which has to be clear in front of everyone. And before moving towards the evolutionaries and analogies, these are the most important basic definitions what I am listing in front of you all right now to understand the basic concept of artificial intelligence, so that every person can easily understand it, that what is actually the meaning of these all things intelligences. So when we are talking about evolutionary, so they are based on, obviously it shows by their name that evolutionary biology, and try to apply the genome and DNA evolution principle, claiming the algorithms which evolve and adapt to the unknown condition and processes. However, the analogizers rely on completely psychological basis and see the analogy as a basis of solving the problems. Which type of solving the problems? That may arise in the different area of field. When we are talking about the different two connections, so we can see, as you can see in front of your screens, that they are totally based on the logic and philosophy and practice inverse deduction. Connection is actually, you can say that it can rely on the neuroscience and try to connect small brains from what they call back programming to create a neural network that can interpret the data from their interconnection. And from where, at this point, where you have come towards the deep learning comes from here. And when you are talking about the statistics, when you are talking about the probability, the interference, so just try to learn to calculate that how improbable effect is to rule out as the possible solution. Because we always believe that we need every solution of every problem. but there are some sort of conditions, strategies, and the criteria that's solving the solution. So we have to run it in the current situations of the problem so that we can easily understand and we can easily summarize all the problems. After discussing all the basics of artificial intelligence, now these all are the sub branches of AI which has to be understood, like we have learned today about the different learnings, about the different statistics and the perceptions and all the algorithms. Now the second part of the presentation is that what is the basic concept of artificial intelligence learning, like what's the concept behind this. So I have highlighted it into two compartments in front of you all, like supervised and unsupervised learning and semi-supervised and reinforcement learning. Now this is need to be understood, I would say practically rather than theoretically. But this will definitely help you out because these 5 to 6 sentences covering all the data regarding the different scenarios. When we are talking about the supervised and unsupervised learning, so it shows that it learns by receiving a lot of label training data that allow vast generalizing in new cases. However, the unsupervised learning learns by observing, understanding, and abstracting patterns directly from the information. It is very, very similar to how we human thinks. You can take an example that what I have earlier said, that the artificial intelligence can be observed in our daily lives. It's not beyond the sky. We just only need to create the complete intentions to understand it. When we are talking about the semi-supervised and reinforcement learning, so it learns based on both labeled and unlabeled training data. Now, you can compare the supervised and unsupervised learning with the semi-supervised learning. So you can easily understand what really I wanted to say. So it's completely labeled and the unlabeled training data with the proportion of the unlabeled data typically being larger. Obviously, when you didn't have to get the chance to label something, so you have to observe, you have to supervise, you have to do the learning, you have to do to understand, and you also have to abstract the pattern to get the information, or from the information what you have received from your site. However, when we are talking about the reinforcement learning, so it shows by its name. Like reinforcement learning is from the experience. What experience? It's from the experience through the trial, error, and reward punishments. Because we should accept our negligencies, right? We should not be go towards the negative path after realizing that okay, we did it wrong, why we did it wrong, what will be the positive outcomes of did it wrong. Yeah, it's completely fine to be okay, say no. It's completely fine to learn again and again, and it's completely fine to fail. Yes, because when we're supposed to fail and when the result comes out in a negative way, it really doesn't mean that you are getting some sort of punishments. Just taken as an award, so it will help you out to reinforce your all the mistakes and all the problems which you have done in the past. So this technique is actually being widely studied in the students, in the young generation as well as the senior citizens. It does not require the large amount of data because you can easily see this on your daily basis, in your lives, in your proportions, in your daily routine. Now, the most important and the current area, modern era of artificial intelligence nowadays, what the researchers are doing is about the deep learning and neural networks. we really need to understand, we really need to learn about the deep learning and neural networks. If you cannot understand what is deep learning, neural networks, I don't think that you will be able to understand it, that what it actually it really means. So deep learning drives the connectionist approach, and it's a subtype of machine learning, as I already discussed it in the earlier. The thing is that they rely on completely neural networks, okay, for cascading the data processing. Now, the term deep, what's this the term deep refers to? The term deep refers to the number of layers hidden in the neural network. Are you focusing these things that everything is connected by each other, as our fingers all we can get together to become a strong hand? So all the sub branches, all the flowers, all the plants, all the leaves are connected with each other to make a big tree. So when we are talking about the another part of the tree is about the neural network, and what's the name of the tree is obviously we are talking about artificial intelligence, don't forget it to take it. So neural network belongs to the family of machine learning, okay, because it's a family of machine learning and are inspired by functioning of neurons in the human brains. Now this will go towards some sort of neurology, that the millions and billions of neurons are stimulating and receiving through your hypothalamus and swimming inside your body from your body brain. So they are based on the fact that give some parameter, there is a way to combine them to produce a specific result. The data goes through the different layer in which a series of learning, you can say series of learning rules are applied until reaching the last layer, where the last layer where the result are compared with the correct one. This is actually the definition of neural network. Whenever you will go to start the presentation on artificial intelligence and you need to know about neural networks, so these lines will definitely help you, or you can also Google it and make a complete presentation on the neural network as well, because it's a complete family branch of machine learning now, and it will help you out to get the very specific result with the different sort of data and with the different sort of layers, and definitely you will get the applied result reaching out of there. Now how can when we are talking about artificial intelligence and the different neural networks, deep learning, machine learning, and all the basics, evolutionaries and statistics, and how can we forget to talk about quantitative computing? So finally, there is a variant in artificial intelligence which come up in a sense of CC. It consists of the system that takes on the tasks or makes specific decisions as assistants or substitutes for people, as they can handle ambiguity and vagueness and have a high degree of autonomy within their area of knowledge. Yes, because it's not only the branch of artificial intelligence, but as you are seeing in front of your screen, that I have mentioned it as another variant of artificial intelligence. Variant has a different class of understanding, and the sub branches are the different class of understanding. So this need to be understand that what exactly we are understanding, and what exactly the main theme of artificial intelligence in front of all of us. Always remember one thing, that whatever the condition is and whatever the scenario is, you have to be comfortable in your comfort zone. If you are not comfortable in your environment, if you are not confident in your skin tone, nobody will take you towards the sky, okay? Only you are responsible to create your own methods, only you are responsible to create your own data. So when you have the good intentions to learn about the artificial intelligence, so please understand this thing, that you need to understand the sub branches. Take artificial intelligence not as so much highly contemporary or highly restricted, or some way in our life of, okay, it's too tough to understand, to make and to learn, to understand and to teach your students. No, As I said, that it's really rely on our daily life routine. So take your step pacifically, or take your steps in a very positive way to understand all types of intelligence. Not only the artificial intelligence, it's about your intellectual intelligence, it's about your leadership intelligence, it's about your soft skills intelligence, it's about all yourself. When you understand about yourself, when you get the idea to understand yourself, then you will be able to approach any things what you really wanted to do in your life. So after understanding the basic concepts of artificial intelligence and the basic things about artificial intelligence what we have learned, now make sure that you need to be understand the differentiation between the machine learning and the deep learning. You need to be understand that how can you relate, I repeat again, how can you relate human intelligence with artificial intelligence, okay? And you get the idea to create the differentiation into two compartments regarding the different machine learnings and the sub branches of artificial intelligence. So this is already here, we are already here, but still there is a lot of work to be done, not only in terms of exploiting all its potential to get closer and closer to human intelligence, but also about being able to control its misuse. The goal of actually the artificial intelligence, the goal is to prevent one Elon Musk. I hope that everyone must know about the Elon Musk, a world famous researcher and an author, predicted that machines could start a war by publishing fictitious news, stealing the email accounts, or sending the fake press releases. Just by what? Just by manipulating the data, and what we are already facing in the social media or in the virtual world. So we could say that it already happened when through artificial intelligence were manipulated by replacing the faces of people, appearing on them by those of well-known artists. I don't know that it's need to be done to justify or highlighted the name, but we all aware about all these things. So we must be aware of the improvements that artificial intelligence brings to our life, but without forgetting that we need to use it wisely. We should not misuse of it, okay? Because everything has some advantages and disadvantages as well. So the last thing I would like to mention over here is the question which usually arise when I speak on artificial intelligence is, what is the impact of artificial intelligence on our society? Because when we learn about artificial intelligence, so we have to know about the implementation and the feedback and the daily life routine recommendation. So the answer is in front of you all. Because when you give the presentation of artificial intelligence in front of your students or in front of anyone, this question will be frequently asked to you, that what is the actual impact of AI in our society? Why we are doing this? Why we are changing the world? Why there is a need to change the world? So it's actually changing the world. Like you and me sitting over here, you are watching me from another country, I am watching you from another country, but we are getting together. Obviously we are changing the world, and this is another step, the new chapter of changing the world. So from making our day-to-day lives easier with online search recommendation, voice assistant, now there is a facial recognition logins, to facilitating the advancing in healthcare, identify the pandemics and helping the alleviate starvation. Artificial intelligence is a truly transformative technology, actually, with a far reaching effects. The second part of this answer is that the impact of artificial intelligence on society have been largely positive. Yes, It's not just only the sentence, it's real based analyzing research that it has been largely positive so far. Why? How? That it's bringing contribution that have made life easier for us human, obviously, and from being able to store and analyze data in the multiple industries effectively. It's also improving our regular routine with virtual and home assistants. And in the future, the benefits of artificial intelligence will surely continue to outweigh its downsides. AI is developing in a way that is augmenting what humans are actually doing. As I said before, that it runs in your daily lives. It's not a machine, it's not a robot, making it easier or more effective in a variety of ways. By so far, the biggest benefit of artificial intelligence, what I actually observe in taking care of some of the most registered time-consuming tasks in many industry, that is, it is freeing up humans to do more creative, more valuable, more imaginative things, obviously, that we can prefer to better up and to create for the better beneficial of the society. So this is all about the artificial intelligence, what I have listed. I can show you up about that what I have listed, so that you can easily go through towards summarize. That we have introduced first of all, then we have learned today about the basics, about the machine learning, symbolists, connectionists, evolutionaries, and so on. Then we have learned about the machine learning and basic differentiation between the machine learning and the deep learning. Then we understand the basic definitions and the basic contribution to evolutionaries and analogizers. And after to do that, we learned today about the basic concepts of it, in which we have addressed about supervised and unsupervised learning versus semi-supervised and reinforcement learning. Then we learned about the deep learning with the neural networks, the connectionist, how they compare with each other, how can we use the word deep, and what are the neural network. And we already discussed today about CC, the new another variant of artificial intelligence. It will help you out to do with the different high degree of autonomy within the area of knowledge. And then we concluded with the world famous researcher predictions that machine could start a war by publishing the news, stealing email, and we all are facing right now these all sort of things in our daily lives. Faking accounts and manipulating the data and all these things are really going normal nowadays. And then finally we have listed out the impact of artificial intelligence on our society by describing all these things. So this is all about for today, and I just really hope that I have listed and addressed completely about the basics of artificial intelligence, and it will definitely help you out to learn more and more about artificial intelligence, because don't forget that artificial intelligence is not just only the intelligence or the technologies related to machine learning and all these things. It's just related and surrounding in your circle. You just have to find out, you just have to learn, you just have to strategic, and you have to do in your perspective. Do it in your own way. Don't try to copy anyone, don't try to list it from anyone. Just try to pronounce your things by your own self, to list it out in a different way. This is actually called the artificial intelligence. I just really wanted to thanks once again in front of you all, and I would like to go towards the moderator. Thank you so much, moderator. Over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your wonderful presentation, which can impact our knowledge seekers surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seekers can learn something new, which is our only intention, learn and do together IGP knowledge seekers. Once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your presentation. Ma'am, it's time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinars. Honorable ma'am, please stay with us. After a short video, we'll be back in our section part 2, which is the question answer part. Okay, ma'am? Okay. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, time for our question answer session. After short video, we start our question answer session. So please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. After short video, we'll be back. So please stay with us and enjoy our session. Once again, welcome back everyone. It's time for our question answer session. Dear IGP analyst, if you have any question, you can ask in our comment box. Our speaker will answer those questions. Let's welcome back our speaker. Hello, ma'am. Once again, welcome back, ma'am.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm here.
Our first question from Promi Raghav Salvejo. Hello everyone, good day, Professor Humasha. How do business use artificial intelligence? Thank you.
Okay, I am muted, sorry. Okay, so thank you so much for the question. How the business use artificial? Okay, actually, the thing is that from marketing to operations, from operations to sales, implementing artificial intelligence into the business environment is very cut down on the time spent of repetitive tasks. It will need that we should improve the employees' productivity and enhance the overall customer experience. And believe me that it will also help to avoid mistakes and detect the potential crisis. when you can take the example, so you can go towards the spasm filters like the smart email categorization, voice to text feature, personal assistant, and Google Lens, and there are so many approaches. So you can do artificial intelligence in business as well, but use it wisely, because everything has some sort of misuse, right? So use it wisely, so you can go towards like what I have answered and give you some points like how to enhance the overall customer experience, and how to improve your employee productivity, and do not do the repetitive task again and again in your business. Okay, just try to give the new variant, the new variety in front of your customer to be implement beneficially for artificial intelligence. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. The next question from Blanchi. How is artificial intelligence helpful to students who are slow learning and have low IQ?
How is artificial intelligence helpful to students? Okay, now this is really a good question, because when we are talking about artificial intelligence, so we need to be understand that related to our students, this is very important to highlight and grow up their intelligence, not only related to their syllabuses or academic syllabuses or any books, copies or degrees. Now, the important goal and the pointed answer is that the artificial intelligence learning can be tailored and adapted to every student regarding their individual need, their individual goals, and the abilities through their personalized programs. Yes, personalized programs should be you can say should be inaugurated into the schools and into the classrooms, digital classrooms, as we already discussed in so many webinars in this Institute of Global Professionals regarding the students, regarding digitalized classrooms and the global classrooms, what are the technologies we can use it. So the 10 important rules I can say about artificial intelligence in education for students are like, we should go towards the activity automation, we can do towards adaptive software, the targeted improvement, most importantly tutorial support. Tutorial support will give the lots of benefits to the student to come up in the artificial intelligence, and it will also help out to have the high level of IQ level, the students who have the low level of IQ level. And the second most important thing is changing the learning nature. Just try to change the nature of the learning process of the students. And also we need here to understand that only the changing learning nature of a student is not needed. Okay, the changings in the teacher roles can also play a very important and essential role in all it. And the last thing I would like to give about it is the helpful feedback. Yes, whatever the student will go, whatever the presentation student will suggest, you just try to appreciate them and try to give them the helpful feedback, so that they will give the positive response and try to enhance their abilities in a better way.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your answer. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, if you have any question, you can ask in our comment box. We are waiting for your question. Now I think there is no. We covered all of our questions. Once again, thank you so much, Honorable Ma'am, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topics. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable Ma'am, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, ma'am, and take care.
Thank you so much, moderator. It's always being so nice to be here. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, before we move to the next process, if you want to leave this studio, you can, ma'am.
Thank you.
Welcome. Uh, Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, today are some technical problem. We cannot share our certificate code. We provide our certificate code in a short time. Thank you. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, today of our some technical problem. We cannot share our certificate code. We provide our certificate code in a short time. Thank you. Now it's time for our quiz session, the most engaging part of this webinar. To join our quiz session, please follow my instruction carefully. First, you have to go www.slido.com. Then you have to enter the code. The code is global IGP. The code is global IGP. After a short video, we'll be back. So please stay with us and enjoy our quiz session. Once again, welcome back everyone. It's time for our quiz competition. If you want to join our quiz session, please follow my instruction carefully. First, you have to go www.slido.com and find today's quiz or scan this QR code for direct joining. And our quiz code is global IGP. Because we'll start our quiz session early, so please join in our quiz session early and enjoy our quiz session. It is easy to join, so mention your friends to join our quiz competition. We'll pick your name from Slido, so join with your full name, which will directly printed on your certificates. Already 19 people joined with us. After 2 weeks later, we'll start. So please everyone join quickly in our quiz session.
That's interesting.
Now let's start our quiz competition. Our first question is the basics of artificial intelligence is the option one, Dell Open AI. Second option, language programming. And the correct answer is language programming, and 41% people are right. Move to our next question. The question is artificial intelligence is the intelligence of option one, computer, second option is and the correct answer is option 2, machines, and 72% people are right. For next question, the Avengers Age of Ultron, what is the name of Strake's artificial intelligence? Is it option 1, Jarvis, second option is Demon? And the correct answer is Jarvis, and 96% people are right. Now move to the next question. The question of father of artificial intelligence is second option Alan Brown and C. Reddy.
পকেট মেরিকেন বাহ একটা গোল্ডেন চেন আর এই শুধু ওকে
And the correct answer is option 2. And 31% were right. Now move to the next question. What are the two types of artificial intelligence? Option specific and common. And the correct answer is option 1, narrow and general, and 100% were right. Now, for next question, artificial intelligence work with the help of dash and dash. Option 1, electrons and scientific theorems. Second option, neurons and scientific theorems.
हाय रणविजय कैसा है
And the correct answer is option 2, neurons and scientific theorems. Now, after 7th question, artificial intelligence is the dash and dash of making intelligent machines. Is it option 1, science and engineering? Second option, economics and science. And the correct answer is option 1, scientific and engineering. Now move to our next question. And the question is Siri an example of artificial intelligence? Is it true or false? And the correct answer is true. 93% people are right. Move to our next question. The question is what percentage of artificial intelligence professor are male? Male. Is it option 1 70% and second option is 80%? What percentage of artificial intelligence professor are male? Is it 70% and second option is 80%? Now we are going to see our correct answer and the correct answer is 80% and 100% people are right. After our next question, who came with the theory of artificial intelligence? Is it option 1, Bill Gates and Steve Jobs? Second option, Elon Musk and Stephen Hawking. Who came with the theory of artificial intelligence? Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, Elon Musk and Stephen Hawking. 20 answer those. Give answer. Now we are going to see out the correct answer and the correct answer is Elon Musk and Stephen Hawking and 96% people are right. Congratulations Sheila Mia, he is our top one. In second position we have Idena Marie Python. In third position we have Christopher. In fourth position we have Java. In fifth position we have Safia Mas. Congratulations, our top 10 quiz competition winner. We have all of your names which you entered during joining. We pick your name from Slido and prepare certificate and post in our Facebook official page and group. Our Facebook official page and group name is Institution of Global Professional. At end of the moment of our session, we can say properly feed your skill, never stop learning, cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in our program, in our every program. If you want to live a happy life, try to goal, not to people or things. Albert Einstein. Before I hit or and the like button, again wants to thanks to all IGP knowledge seekers for your active participation as always. See you in the next session. Till that, stay happy and blessed. Thank you, everyone.